Hello there, Chocolate Kit Kat. Do you want to know why altcoins have been going poop lately? I'm going to give you the answer. The answer is because of red monthly candles in Bitcoin. You can see this on the chart, friends. This is a Bitcoin monthly chart, and I'm going to show you. See, since this vertical line is the Bitcoin halvening, we had 1, 2, 3 red months out of 5. Now, what's interesting is they weren't red months in a row. And what I'm going to do now is bring up the chart for you live. This is the Bitcoin monthly chart, right? And this was the Bitcoin halvening. We had a red month here, another red month, another red month. So red months, friends, they are absolutely toxic cancer for altcoins. One single red month. That's just to show you the volatility in crypto. And you're probably wondering, right, how did people hold in the past? Well, one, we're in Bitcoin halvening year. A cycle never ended in a Bitcoin halvening year. But two, look at this. When people see green repetitive months, they take on heaps and heaps of risk. So I'm actually going to show you right now, Bitcoin, this is back in 2017, right? 2017. When they went up, look what ends up happening. Bitcoin pretty much, ETH, BTC, and Bitcoin, right? They peaked around here. Okay, so Bitcoin actually didn't peak, but it had a little top up here. So you can see this, right? You had 1, 2, 3, around 4. 4 green months in a row. Also, at the end of 2017, look what ends up happening. It has 1, 2, 3 green months in a row. And then you have the red one here. This is pretty much where alts peak out here. Now I'm going to show it to you again. Look what happened in 2021. Bitcoin went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green months in a row. And then you had the final one out here. Now, look what happened on the Bitcoin spot ETF, right? You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green months in a row. Now, as you know, friends, that's why I was like saying, Origin Heart's kind of like bought Ethereum after 7 green monthly candles of Bitcoin. And you always know that sparks danger. You just don't know how much the danger is. Now here's the thing, friends. This is also very important to understand, so we learn this from the top. Even if the candle's only 15%, and see this candle, it's only a net 5%. It actually doesn't matter the size of the candle. 3%, 5%, 10%, that's nothing for Bitcoin, man. We've seen 50% drops. That is enough to kill the altcoins. And we're going to learn this for the very, very top. So pretty much what I can tell you now is if Bitcoin goes up all the way, let's say hopefully we get the 4-year cycle continuation. If it goes up, right, Bitcoin doesn't need to go down here to wipe out all the altcoins. It doesn't even need to. It can go up, go sideways, and then Bitcoin can just have like 3 red months in a row, drop 20% very slowly, and that will pretty much kill everything, minus 80, minus 90%. So what do? Well, what you do is you have to sell in euphoria, right? Which is like here, this is Bitcoin. But as you got to see, friends, people were euphoric in February this year, and then it went another 1 month. And if you go back to 2021, being cautious in February, yeah, but all the alts, they weren't even moving in Feb. You barely missed the move. You only got like 1/10 of the move. The real moves came at the very, very end, right? Which was March and April. But you don't know where the end is. By the way, March wasn't even the very end there too. That was the beginning of the final 50 days. And that was euphoria coming and popping up. So you've learned something today, right? It's the repetitive green candles, which, friends, one of my revelations to show everyone. It's funny, every time they happen, I always get snarky comments. They're like, counting monthly candles. Well, people were actually saying that during that time at the beginning of the year. Even Pulse Chain community members, a lot of people saying that. They're saying it's stupid. And I thought, oh, great. I'm literally giving you the answer right in front of your face, and you don't even believe me. So sweet, that's pretty much, it confirms for you when it happens. People just don't want to believe that anything's over at that point. You get to see, look how ferocious the moves have been. Even though Bitcoin didn't go anywhere, every time it has this red monthly candle, altcoins get destroyed. Now, you want to be a genius and go, oh, I'll just sell after Bitcoin's red monthly candle. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, because you'll miss a lot of stuff. You will miss a lot of stuff. It's not easy. There was one here where it shows you Bitcoin had a green month and then a red. It's not so easy. Although you might want to make and you have to time the top, by the way. So you might want to make a rule. You might say, well, if I see Bitcoin doing, it goes green, and then once it does a red, I get out. But friends, if you look at April, for example, I'll just show you, at the end of April, let's just go and check out Bitcoin, for example. I'll go check out Pulse Chain. So we know we're looking at that end of April period. Look at this. Where is end of April? Here, there you go. So Pulse Chain was already down by end of April, you're already down 70%. So if you wait for the Bitcoin red confirmation candle, you're down 70%. It's tough, man, isn't it? There is no way to basically get around this. Like, what do I do? Well, you can't sell the top. That's why I've been telling everyone. You got to go super hard. You have to believe. That's why, friends, I just palm off all these soy boy haters. They're looking at, oh, this coin's down 90%, this coin's down 80%. Yeah, man, the liquidity is thin as shit. Of course it is. I'm not going to like make videos and just tell everybody to be exit liquidity for non-believers. Let them get out, man. Let them get out. We know you, but we know we believe. Okay, if you're watching my videos, you're paying attention. You know nothing has changed from the fundamentals. And then I'm going to throw out this macro news information here. Remember, friends, we still have the FOMO coming. If the US Fed cuts by 25 basis points to reverse a cycle, its average forward 1 year return, I mean, it's more than 11%. It's more like 18%. So remember, this is after a hiking cycle. So when the Fed hikes, if the first cut's 25, they're like little cuts. The S&P 500 forward 1 year return, it's up on average. The real number's like 18%. But I just use 11% as a conservative number. That's still big, right? That's big. However, if they cut by 50 basis points, look at these red ones. Your forward 1 year return is like minus 20%, minus 30% for the 2 year return. Right now, it's at 77% odds to cut by that 25. Remember, in summary, we need 25 basis point cut because it means the economy's turning so slowly that you don't really need to be concerned. Whereas if they cut by 50, it's like, oh crap, something has cracked really fast and they're always backwards looking. And look at this. This is the bigger odds for the FOMC to cut by 77%, by 25 basis points. So we've now hit this point, friends. I'm going to play some quick pump music as well because friends, I can go through like so many coins. There's 50, 100. I've made 21 days ago. I made videos on, like we went through like 50 coins and there's like so many more. It's all the same thing, man. You're betting on the same thing. So this is Pico on Pulse Chain. It's outside of this box. And we can go through so many others. Teddy Bear, PDI, Atropa. If you like SolidX, you got the Grays currency as well. There's so many. It's all the same thing. I know most people don't get it. They think they're all separate, but actually they're not. It's a group of people. You get everything, give everything whatever attention units you can, and pretty much you go from there based off where the layer one chain is going to land. But then you look at it in a time, like a time sequence. You need, okay, stock market up. We need the Russell to expand. But then we need Bitcoin to expand with Ethereum. Ethereum rising up will lead your core coin. Maybe it's Arbitrum goes up. Maybe it's, ETH goes up. So the ETH meme coins go up. Maybe it's Polygon. Maybe it's Solana. Maybe it's Pulse Chain. No matter what, it's Cardano. They go up and then the coins on them go up. Everything like descends like that. Okay. It's literally slingshot leverage. And we're playing for the whole cycle. So in crypto, right, though, if you don't mention a coin within 7 days, Soyboys will assume you are bearish or you've sold. I get it, man. I get it. Everyone needs to be like, cuddled and like, told, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I get it. But man, I'm on monthly charts. I'm on literally monthly charts. And if things will launch this year, I'm on weekly charts. So friends, that's literally, do you know the difference between the daily and the weekly, friends? Do you understand the insanity of the game you're playing? If you're on a weekly chart, you are 7 times longer time frame than a daily chart. You know that? Just from a D to the W. Okay, so if you can go up here, friends, I'll show you, for example, Princess Peach. Okay, Princess Peach. Clicking D, going to W, all right? This is Peach versus PLS. It's in the box, down 80%. But friends, if you're going on D to W, okay, if you're on weekly, there is literally 7 times less competition. Isn't that? Look how much of a blue ocean water that is. 7 times less competition. In terms of, you're not worried about, okay, with these candles, oh, you got to turn tomorrow. It's going to take a while. You can look at these big discount zones. But no one's looking at that, man. Everybody is, look, they're doing their own thing. I've told you I'm playing at 2025. I've been saying that for like literally 3-4 years. Okay. So far, 40 cycles working, even though I kind of think like, oh crap, it's going to end, but we're still long. Playing the long-term time frame. There's always like a soy boy comes out like, oh, you lose money doing this. Like, how much of a loser are you? Like, there are literally 5,000 mentions of me mentioning I'm playing the whole cycle. I'm waiting for, Bitcoin 100K plus, Ethereum 5, 10K plus. I'm waiting for that zone, playing the whole cycle. Quoting yourself down here means you are literally a loser. You are literally a soy boy cuck loser. You got a hunchback and you have very rounded elbows and you drink room temperature water just to make things even worse. That's just like, how can you ignore this key piece of information? Do you go to Ethereum people, All right, when I was buying Ethereum at $100, by the way, in 2019, do you go and say, well, you're down 92% from the top, you're at a loss? Look what ends up happening after. Corridanzo goes and does 130x from exactly 4 years ago. Doge does 250x. Axis does a 1500x. Polygon does 180x. Phantom does a 250x. Do you go back 4 years ago, wow, you're at a loss? Go back to Bitcoin 2014 in the bear market. It's down 85% from the top. Even in 2016, it was still down 60 to 70% from the top. No one ever knew it was going to go up much anyway. Luckily, it ends up going all the way to 20K, okay? Completes the 100x from the bottom. You don't know these things, man, but it's Bitcoin halvening year. But yeah, look, I get it, friends. 99%, everyone gets it. It's just like a few people come out, they miss everything completely. You know, friends, there was this one loser. I'm not going to find his name, okay? There was this one loser. He made a post about me saying, if you follow this guy for a year, you've lost all your money. And he named these coins. And I thought, bro, you are an actual retard. You know, most of those coins you named, they went up 5 to 10x from a year ago, right? You know, they went up, yeah? I mean, this is PulseX, friends. I'm not even going to mention PulseX. Like, from a year ago, he go from August. I'm like, what are you talking about? PulseX did 10.5x. PDI did like a 20x. Teddy Bear did like a 10x. All of these 5, 10x. Icosa 10x. Did you sell? No. Why? Because you're greedy. You're greedy or you're playing the whole cycle. See what I mean, friends? I'm having a play on words here. I'm calling them greedy because actually, short-term traders, this is the thing, right? When they lose money, because I know what to do, okay? Peanut brain. When they have a bitch and they're crying in a corner and they want to blame other people for their problems, all you have to do is, this is what I do, okay? You watch me do this. I'll change this. I'll show them to you. I go, hey, loser, this thing went up 10x. Why didn't you sell? Why didn't you sell? Because you're greedy. Because you're a shit trader. Now, here's a funny part, friends. If you say that to me, it makes no sense. Why? I'm not even complaining. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm holding for the whole cycle. These are short-term fluctuations. I'm waiting for the giga top signals, Coinbase, App Store ranking, all these other things, right? I'm thinking big, abundance mindset. These people, though, because they're losers, they actually get upset. So everybody out there, I'll call them all out. They actually get upset. They get really upset because they treat this, it's a casino, but they're playing like they're like a casino dopamine junkie. So like they actually think, because they don't understand the whole cycle, so you have to do it on them. So these people, they can't compute in their brain that what long-term holding means and what an 80 vol volatility asset means. They can't compute that in their brain, that you have to actually do long-term. They can't understand the Underwood's tax of the money printer and the compound interest working for you in the background. They literally can't compute that in their brain, no matter how many times you explain it to them. So I don't explain it to them. You just say, oh, you want to play that game? Well, you're the loser. You're the loser. Why don't you sell here, bro? Why don't you sell here? What you end up finding out, friends, is you're being a bit cruel because they weren't long here, bro. They weren't long here. You'll find out, friends, these people, they actually start buying up here. I've seen it, okay? They actually start buying high and they get upset. Okay, so I know this game because I've seen this game, and luckily I'm here 18 hours a day. Everybody's in a category, right? You either get people. Some people get it, some people don't. Friends, like, of course, man. Look, go to the dating scene. How many guys go out there say, "Hey, lady, would you like to be my girlfriend? Even though we've never met before, I would like to buy you a drink." How many people are like that? Okay. Oh, can I follow you on Instagram and then maybe you can like me back? See, that's all these loser kids are doing, okay? That's why their virgin rate's like 30%, just skyrocketing. By the way, the same girls are banging the same 4 dudes, you know what I mean? The same 80% of the cohort's banging 4 dudes, you're right? So some guys are getting late. Just it's the exact same thing, friends. Those nice guys, they're not even going to finish. They finish last. They'll literally never get it. You literally can't do it. They have to see and be forced to learn. Just like in markets, you have to see peanut brains hold the whole cycle, and then it goes up and go, hey, and everyone starts cheering, and they're like, oh, we're going to win. What? We're going to win. What does that mean? Why they get angsty? It's because they've bought high, and now they're praying for like another 15x when you're already up 15x. So you only need like another 2 and you're out. Or you could just get out there. 15x is big, right? Or you only need like another 50% or another 2 to 3x. You're actually super happy. These people need like an enormous amount of distance, okay? But then you realize, oh, you weren't even playing my game in the first place, okay? Friends, you got to get into the mindset of people like this because they're your competition. Because these are the people who come in at tops. These are the people who are making you doubt your position, okay? It literally is a war out there, all right? Most people are dopamine crackheads addicted to daily charts and 4-hour candles. So this is Pokemon. This is the team when they're all flying. Isn't this wonderful to see? So that's the truth, friends. So weekly time frame and monthly is highest win rate. It's highest win rate. You take the longest time frame. It takes a long time to basically put things out. You want high win rate? That's what I want. I want a high win rate. So you either take tiny profits all the time and then blow everything in one scenario. That's scalping, or you hold super long. That's what it is. And remember, crypto is 4 times faster than stocks. So holding crypto for like 3 years, that's like a 12-year bull market in stocks. Okay, you're playing the whole cycle. The repeat to you, daily 4-hour, 1-hour charts, friends, it's literally for losers. It's literally losers, okay? Let the divergence traders and all these other people, they can trade. I get it. People want to gamble. You want to do stuff. But what you'll find out is like, oh, you're gambling by taking on leverage and swing trading one of the core coins you trust. People do that in Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's because they just don't want to put in more effort to buy these other meme coins or understand it, or altcoins where there's communities. Okay, I don't blame you. Everyone has to do something. Okay, some people just go out and work in the real world. Some people want to swing trade like 5 or 10%, or they yield farm and they go explore other things. Everyone's got their own thing. I'm here to make the most amount. I know what most amount is. Highest risk, highest reward. You throw it into the pit. You don't know if there's going to be a bull market. So here's the thing, friends. Bitcoin can have 5 red monthly candles in a row. We're all finished. It can do that. Now, I hope it doesn't. I don't think it will, but it can do that, man. Which means we're all destroyed. Right? So that's our risk in altcoins. Bitcoin can have 5 red month candles in a row. We're dead. But you know that leverage trader or that swing trader? They're not at risk. They will lose trying to get long stuff, but they don't lose like everything like us. They don't get like a total nuclear wipeout. However, on the upside, if we don't get 5 red in a row, if we get like 5 green months, we get the 10, 20, 30x returns. These swing traders will be lucky to make 2x on the account. You see what I mean? It's just a risk curve. Okay, yeah. We took the risk, we get the reward. There is no world where you protect yourself, but then you do better than us. There is no world. Okay, trust me, if there was a world, I'd be doing it right now. I'd be telling you to do it. That's it. All I know is the calendar ticks every day. I know for a fact, eventually it's going to be 2025, January, and then 2026, January. I know we're going to get there. I know we're going to be 2028, 2021, 2029, okay? Hope I make myself clear there. So the fundamentals of crypto, friends, still haven't changed. Every coin community I like is still there. If you want a shot caller, go give your money to those types of people. Here is Pikachu eating this cute little apple. So yeah, I'm not a shot caller. I don't go do these, friends. And man, the win rate, I always said is 50-50. 50-50. You know the funny part, friends? I watch people in real time. They lose their mind. Their heads literally explode with anger and confusion when I tell them, assume 50% of everything I like or touch is going straight to zero. Assume literally 50-50. You know why? They don't get that? Because they are following people who say, I always win. Look at me, I'm winning. I have such a high win rate. They're following people who are bragging about their results, trade signals, subscription services, shot callers, all these other things. They're following these, whether they're free or whatever. The people are just claiming all these, look how great I am, look how great I am. Because they're trying to farm people so they can get better deals. Okay, I know what this game is like, friends. I don't care about that because I know how fast this game is over. All right, everybody else is going to touch grass. Okay, so friends, I know what they're doing. You know what they're doing. Okay, I just don't have enough time to go through, there's 35 people doing this. Makes sense now? Right? These people, why are they bragging, friends? Oh, this is everything. What I tell you, highest value content. Highest value content. That's literally all you'll see from me. Literally highest value content. I mean, I expose them, by the way. I'm literally the anti-influencer. Okay? I'll explain to you here. Imagine telling Cardano people that Cardano ADA has lost you money 4 years ago when it was 5 cents, right before it went up 40x and hit $2. Cardano, Doge, SHIB, Phantom, Polygon, Axis, many other coins were literally losing piles of dog shit in 2020, the Bitcoin halvening year. I mean, I've gone through so many, man. I've gone through, like, we could go through hours and hours and hours, friends. as you can see it right here. Like, you know what happened to Doge, right? Doge, but unicorn run, yeah? I don't like focusing on the unicorn run. This is Doge, okay? You have Axes as well. Axes, massive. Of course, that's another unicorn run. Thousands of X's as well. You know what I mean? You have Phantom. I mean, these things, just everything in the Bitcoin halving year was dog poop. This was Bitcoin halving year Phantom. You are absolutely garbage, by the way. Absolutely garbage. You can't even move up. Pop. I'm not saying all our coins that I know. I don't know if they're going to do that. I have no idea. But to rule something as a loss in a Bitcoin halving year means you don't understand anything. Okay, so this is obviously green Wojak, enjoying the green candles. That's it. I'm not worried. I don't care. And this is the bet you take, man. This is the bet you take. Trust me, everyone, I know what it is like, man. Why do you think people FOMO in crypto? You go, well, because people are missing out, right? They have a fear of missing out. Yeah. What you end up finding is people's returns, you know, all those people who are like doing this little shitty DeFi yield farm, hopping from protocol. They're using Pendle, which is a Kama Sutra sex position, just for like gambling on 3% yield of Ethereum. You know, all these like blue chip farming strategies, all this other stuff. In this bull market, right, coins are just going to start absolutely breaking the roof, all right? And friends, it's literally so easy. I mean, like, I just use this as an example. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Let's use, because everyone knows, okay, everyone knows the pulse chain example, but look at EHEX, all right? What do you think the FOMO is going to be like if EHEX does something like this, 11x? Okay, 11x. What do you think the FOMO is going to be? Even within the pulse chain community, it's so easy. Like, friends, literally, think about this. Imagine EHEX. Now, I don't know if it's going to do this, but if it did like an 11x, it goes to here. Right, 11x. Do you think people are going to like ignore it? No. They're going to be saying, ha, you thought Richard Hart's first coin was actually going to die. How stupid are you? You failed the IQ test. It was so obvious. Now you're going to miss out on the next 11x. There you go. FOMO ignited in the hearts of just pulse chain people. Just pulse chain people. Imagine the other hundreds of millions of people out there when you're telling them, oh, by the way, it's got 1.2 billion sitting there. By the way, this is just Hex, friends. Just use it as a very, very obvious example. I want an example that even pulse chain community doubts. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm just telling you, they all doubt it. They really all doubt it. Everyone doubts it. Everyone doubts it. It's just, so it'll be funny, right? It'll be funny. So it's the contrarian within the contrarian. That'd be crazy. So now you got to see it, right, friends? Remember how we started this video? I showed you why are altcoins down. It's because out of the past 5 months, 3 were red for Bitcoin. This is one of the biggest epiphanies. You won't hear this from anyone. I'm literally giving you the highest value content in crypto. It's literally not even close. Name me a single other person that I can follow who has told me this truth. And so you would never expect. You go, imagine someone came out here, you've never heard anything. And I said, or anyone, okay, this is what I said. I go, it doesn't even matter how low Bitcoin is. If the monthly candle is freaking red and it moves sideways, green, red, green, red, green, red, the fact that there's red candles that appear, altcoins will be obliterated. Look what happened. Look what happened. This is literally it. 3 out of the 5 ones, altcoins are obliterated. Now, I use that word obliterated. They're just cheap discount, okay? But that's the, yin yang, friends. That's like the bad side. Isn't there an equal and opposite friendship on the other side? Yes. And what will that be? So what I believe is, no matter how dog shit your coin is, all right, no matter how poop it is, if you are in an environment where Bitcoin can do like 3 to 5 green monthly candles in a row, in that 4th and 5th green monthly candle, the ignition sends everything up. So that's the rules of the universe, right? There are rules. It's not just rules just to punish you all the time. Punishment is only part of it. What we're experiencing right now. What if there's like 5 or 6 green candles in a row? We've had the loading zone. What if that happens? Well, now you get to see what happens. We exhibit pumping. All right, but there's a lot of altcoin dispersion. You got a lot of coins to choose from now. You know, friends, even back in 2021, you were buying the L1 chain. Right? It was a cycle 1 narrative back then. You were buying Ethereum. You were buying Cardano, Phantom. Polkadot went up. Polygon went up. You were buying them. There was no ecosystems in there. Only Ethereum had an ecosystem. You had SHIB, you had Uni, Chainlink, all these other stuff, right? So now these other chains, they have ecosystems. So it's harder now. If you want to take a safer bet, you can bet on that L1 chain. It's also tough. If you do more work, you probably think about, I want slingshot leverage, right? There's literally, I'll just show you, buying altcoins on Pulse Chain. You go, okay, if Pulse Chain's going to go up 10, these things are going to go up. Worst case 5, best case 100. Okay, so you have a bigger range of your moves. But here's the thing, if Pulse Chain goes down, you're finished as well. This is exactly what happens, right? That's why everything against the Pulse ratio drops. Just like SHIB and everything else, all their ETH ratios drop when ETH gets crushed. Now you know what to do. Keep holding. And we just pray for green candles, friends. How many times did I tell you? That's what we actually got to do. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? We just need to pray for green monthly candles. That's it. That's what's happened before. Every single time, friends. Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.